Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. You know what? Just wanted to let you guys know I will be in attendance for the Andre Ward Alexander Brand fight, but I'm sure you guys know that. You know, any fight that's in my my backyard. I'm gonna try to make it show support not only to Andre Ward, but to my hometown of Oakland. So I'll be there. Anybody that's from the Bay. Holla at your boy if y'all gonna be there. Mac J, if you gonna be there, holla at your boy. Mama, let me know if you gonna be there. Holla at me. So anybody, just get at me. All my Bay folks, if y'all gonna be at the fight, get at me so we can link up before the fight. But anyway, man, I was just thinking about this shit. You know, this is a big fight for Andre Ward. This is you know, he wins this fight, he's one step away from the big fight, the real fight of the year with him and Sergey Kovalov for pretty much, the number one pound per pound supremacy. This will determine who's the number one pound per pound fighter in the world. So a lot is riding on what goes on with Ward this coming Saturday. We expect him to win and and go on to fight Sergey Kovalov. Now, you guys already know I'm picking Andre Ward to win that fight. Now, the question is, should Andre Ward, and most likely he will defeat Sergey Kovalov, what's next for Andre Ward? Now, we just seen Adonis Stevenson, this past Friday. Adonis Stevenson took care of business. Now, everybody's talking about Adonis Stevenson and Sergey Kovalov, the fight that didn't happen, that didn't get made. A lot of people, the fake people wanted to put it on Adonis Stevenson because these fake fight fans, they love trying to play to blame it on the nigga game. But it was proven that Kathy Duva and Main Events was the reason this fight didn't happen because they didn't want to do a purse bid. But of course, these stupid ass silly fans that don't really know shit about boxing, they just want to try to point the finger at black fighters and make it look like, oh, Adonis Stevenson was ducking Sergey Kovalov, which he wasn't. He was ready to make this fight. But anyway, let's just put that fight aside, for right now. But should Andre Ward beat Sergey Kovalov? That fight has to happen. Andre Ward, Adonis Stevenson, they have to cross paths sooner than later. Now, the question is, can that fight be made based off the fact that Al Heyman and Jay-Z don't get along and they have a history in behind, Beyonce and her daddy and, all that shit. But eventually they have to try to see can they get this fight made. This is a fight that has to happen. It has to. Andre Ward and Adonis Stevenson, they have to see each other somewhere down the line. If not early 2017, maybe at least sometime in the summer. So that's a very interesting, question that I'll pose. Can Rock Nation work with Al Heyman? Now, I figure this much. If the other promoters like De La Hoya, who've already worked with Al Heyman, and Bob Arum appears to be willing to work with Al Heyman, then I got to hold Jay-Z accountable too. Him and Al Heyman, they need to have lunch or, do the old, you have my people call your people or have a conference call because eventually this is another big fight that has to happen. And the funny part about it is, I think, Stevenson might be a bigger challenge for Ward than Kovalov. And I'm just speaking the facts. I think Stevenson will be a tougher fight for Ward than Kovalov. Because one thing about Stevenson, he could literally change a fight with one punch. He has one punch knockout power. So he could turn the fight around. He could fall behind and he could land that punch that could do some serious damage to Andre Ward. So I know people will say, well, he had trouble with Fonfara. Well, styles make fights. And I don't think Sergey Kovalov would blow through Adonis Stevenson like some of these people think he would. I think Sergey Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson is a 50-50 fight. It would come down to who lands something big first, because I saw some new looks, some new things from Adonis Stevenson in his last fight. You know, I saw him fight on the inside. I saw him, walk that guy down. So he showed the guy some different looks, and I've seen some different things in Adonis Stevenson's arsenal, because usually Adonis Stevenson's like to fight from distance, and he was actually walking that guy down, pushing him up against the ropes. So, like I said, him and Andre Ward would be a very interesting fight. I still want to see him versus Sergey Kovalev, but apparently we have this network bullshit going on. But I'll pose the question, man. Can Andre Ward and Adonis Stevenson be made? If that fight doesn't get made, that would be a great disappointment for the sport of boxing, because I would like to see them two guys fight. That would be that would be an awesome fight, and that would be another pay-per-view worthy fight. We already know that fight getting put on pay-per-view. Adonis Stevenson versus Andre Ward ain't getting shown for free. And that's another question. Who would get the broadcasting rights to this fight? Would it be Showtime? Would it be HBO? And the funny part about it is, I think Al Heyman would be willing to let another fight go to Showtime. So, let's see what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens with this fight, and hopefully this fight get made. You know what I'm saying? So, let's do what's best for the sport of boxing. I'm out.